Well, with harvest wrapping up, transportation infrastructure is a key topic of interest as well, including the U.S. Inland Waterways system, which plays a vital role toward ensuring U.S. soy reaches end users around the globe. And joining us now is Mike Steenhoek. He's the Executive Director of the Soy Transportation Coalition. Mike, thanks for taking the time to talk to us once again. First of all, who makes up the Soy Transportation Coalition?
Well, we're a farmer-funded, farmer-led entity comprised of the American Soybean Association, the United Soybean Board, and 13 state soybean associations. Those 13 states represent 85% of total U.S. production. So I'm accountable to a board of directors of farmers from throughout the country. And so, we really focus on the transportation challenges that confront agriculture in general and the soybean industry in particular across the various modes that are important to farmers.
Mike, what is the current state of our inland waterways system, and why is infrastructure investment so important?
Well, the inland waterway system still has a significant volume of projects that need adequate investment. Now, the temptation is for this issue to sound like a broken record, because this is something that agriculture has been talking about for years, the dilapidated state of our locks and dams. That still remains the case, but we should acknowledge that there has been a pretty notable increase in funding over the last number of years. In 2013, we had $4.7 billion allocated to the inland waterway system with locks and dams. The current appropriation bill is $6.99 billion. So that's a 48% increase. So we have had an increase in funding. Agriculture, the barge industry are really to be commended for making that case and seeing that result. So what we want to do is just continue this momentum to make sure that these needs that really plague the entire inland waterway system get addressed.
And what initiatives is the coalition spearheading here in the year ahead?
Well, you're going to see a lot of focus on dredging and deepening the lower Mississippi River. This is the stretch of the Mississippi River from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, goes by New Orleans into the Gulf of Mexico, that accounts for 60% of soybean exports, 59% of corn exports. We would like to see that deepen from 45 feet to 50 feet. That'll just increase our competitiveness in satisfying international demand. We certainly talk about things like semi-weight limits, making sure that that is more efficient, being able to transport more product if you have an additional axle on that semi. Our work even extends us to rural roads and bridges. That's the mode of transportation that's most relatable to farmers. So it really focuses on each of those steps, from where they're grown to eventually when it's launched onto the international marketplace. We need to be focused on each of those important modes.
All right, Mike, thank you very much for joining us again. Soy Transportation Coalition Executive Director Mike Steenhoek on the phone with us today from Iowa.